French.
Good evening. We're going to call the annual organization meeting to order. Statement of adequate notice by Board President. Pursuant to New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10-4-10, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by such notice in the Home News Tribune, the Asbury Park Press, the Board Office, the schools, and on Cablevision Channel 118 and Verizon Fios Channel 24, and by filing such notice with the Township Clerk. This meeting was rescheduled for Thursday, January 3rd, 2019. The board will take formal action on the agenda items.
The Old Bridge Township Board of Education acknowledges that the law of this state establishes that members of the public, including members of the board, have the right to record public board meetings using audio or video recording devices, provided that that act of recording does not interfere with the business of this public board meeting. Therefore, the board makes it known that any such recording is to be considered the private recording of the individual and in no manner represents the official record of this board. The board therefore takes no responsibility for such private recording and completely disavows any future use.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Roll call, please.
Callie? DeCaro?
Here.
DePrima?
Here.
Lent?
Present.
Dinoff? Reed?
Present.
Singh?
Here.
Silikowski?
Here.
Dunn?
Here.
Quorum exists.
Very well. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
At this point, I'll turn it over to Mr. Mara.
The election held on November 6, 2018 was for 3 Board of Education seats. The term of each seat is for 3 years. The top vote getters were Mr. Salvatore DePrima with 10,083 votes, Ms. Kelly Ellis Forster with 9,771 votes, and Mr. Richard Dunn with 7,230 votes. Congratulations to all the board members.
Thank you.
At this point, I will invite each member to the podium in that order to administer the oath of office. Mr. DePrima, I'll meet you at the podium.
Ready? I, Salvatore DePrima, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state, under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, Salvatore DePrima, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of a Board of Education, that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to law or disqualified from membership due to conviction of any crime or offense as listed by law, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On your re-election.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Ellis Forster.
I, Kelly Ellis Foster, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, Kelly Ellis Foster, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office as a member of the Board of Education, that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to law or disqualified from membership due to conviction of any crime or offense as listed by law, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties that the office according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations and welcome back to the
Thank you.
Mr. Dunn? Ms. Forster, take your seat.
I, Richard Dunn, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear the true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and this state under the authority of the people, so help me God. I, Richard Dunn, do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law and for the office of member of the Board of Education, that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to law or disqualified from membership due to conviction of any crime or offense as listed by law, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my abilities. So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
At this point, I'll do a roll call of the newly constituted Board of Ed. Callie,
Here.
DeCarroll,
Here.
DePrima,
Here.
Dunn,
Here.
Ellis Foster,
Here.
Lent,
Present.
Reed,
Here.
Singh,
Here.
Solikowski.
Here.
Quorum exists.
Very well, Mr. Mayor. Moving forward. Okay.
Okay, at this point, we'll open the meeting up to the hearing of the residents. If anybody would like to make any comments, please go up to the podium on agenda items only. If there are no comments, we'll go to the next section. In order to clarify to the public the process as we go forward to elect board officers, I'll just read, I'll give you some guidance as to how this works. And this is from District Policy /Bylaw 0152. The Board of Education shall organize by electing one of its board members as president and another as vice president. This election shall take place at the annual reorganization meeting pursuant to NJSA 18A:15-1. The procedures for the election of the board shall be as follows. For the board president, at the annual reorganization meeting, the board secretary serving as the interim chair shall call for nominations of the board for a board president. Any member may place a member's name in nomination. A second is not required for the nomination of a candidate for president. A member who has been nominated may decline the nomination. The board secretary and the board attorney shall record the names of all nominees for board president. When board members have been given an opportunity to make nominations for board president, the board secretary shall close the nominations. The board secretary shall then conduct a roll call vote on nominees in the order in which they are nominated. Nominees who have declined nomination shall not be included in the roll call. A board member may only vote in support of one candidate. The first candidate to receive votes from a simple majority of the board members present will be elected to the office, and the board president election process shall be concluded with no further roll calls. And in the event of a tie between two or more nominees, a second runoff election shall be conducted between the candidates receiving the highest number of votes. In the event of such a tie, the board secretary shall conduct the runoff election via roll call, in which each board member may only vote in favor of one of the remaining candidates. The election, or the nomination and election of the selection of the vice president is exactly as the process with the board president, except that the newly elected board president will take the nominations and follow the same procedures. In addition, officers shall serve for 1 year and until their respective successors are elected and shall qualify, but if the board shall fail to hold a reorganization meeting or elect board officers as described by NJSA 18A:15-1, the executive county superintendent shall appoint from among the members of the board a president and/or a vice president. A president or vice president who refuses to perform the duties imposed upon him or her by law and by the bylaws of the Old Bridge Board of Education may be removed by a majority vote of all the members of the board. In the event of the office of president or vice president shall become vacant, the board shall within 30 days thereafter fill the vacancy for the unexpired term. If the board fails to fill the vacancy within such time, the executive county superintendent shall fill the vacancy for the unexpired term. In the event of a vacancy in the position of board president, the vice president shall act in the capacity of president until a new president is duly elected by the full membership of the board or appointed by the executive county superintendent as set forth above. The vice president shall not have an automatic right of succession in the event of a vacancy in the office of board president. At this point, I will accept nominations for the president?
I would like to nominate, Jill Calley for president.
Are there any other nominations?
I would like to nominate Mr. Sal DePrima.
Any additional nominations? Okay, if there are no other nominations, I will move forward with a vote. The first nomination was for Jill Calley. Please respond yes, no, or abstain. DeCaro?
Yes.
DePrima?
No.
Dunn?
Yes.
Ellis Foster?
Yes.
Lent?
Yes.
Reed?
No.
Singh?
No.
Solikowski?
Yes.
I believe Ms. Calley is the new president of the Board of Education of Old Bridge.
Callie?
Jill Calley, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I now turn the meeting over to the new board president, Jill Calley.
Take my luggage.
Okay, so we're going to move on with nominations for vice president, and I'll start taking nominations.
I would
Madam
like to
President?
nominate Lisa Lent.
Madam President, I nominate Kelly Ellis Forster.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Okay, I'm going to close the nominations. We'll start with a roll call for Ms. Lent. DeCaro?
No.
Oops.
DeCaro?
No.
DePrima?
No.
Dunn?
No.
Ellis Foster?
Abstain.
Lent?
Yes.
Reed?
No.
Singh?
Yes.
Solikowski?
Yes.
Calley? Okay, so we're doing a roll call for Kelly Ellis Foster as the vice president. Calley?
Yes?
DeCaro?
Yes.
DePrima?
Yes.
Dunn?
Yes.
Ellis Foster?
Yes.
Lent?
Yes.
Reed?
Yes.
Singh?
Yes.
Solikowski?
No.
Votes are 8-1 in favor of Kelly Ellis Foster as the vice president.
Moving on to finance. May I have a motion for items 1 through 3?
Dunn will make a motion, finance 1, 2, and 3.
I'll
DeCarlo will second.
Roll call, please.
DeCarlo,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Ellis Foster,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
Solakowski.
Yes.
Callie.
Yes.
Resolutions 1, 2, and 3 pass.
Okay. Supplies, equipment, and services. May I have a motion for items 1 and 2?
I'll move it.
Second, please.
I'll second it.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
DeCarlo,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Ellis Foster,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh, Solakowski.
Yes.
Callie.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 and 2 pass.
Moving on to board secretary and board business. Are we reading this into the record? Okay, Mr. Mara?
So I will now read the code of ethics that all board members must abide by during their term as board members. I'll read them slowly, and I encourage anyone who has any questions about them to direct those questions to Mr. Parton upon completion. In accordance with NJSA 18A:12-24, period 4, every board member will abide by the following code of ethics. The board member will, number 1, uphold and enforce all laws, rules, and regulations of the State Board of Education and court orders pertaining to schools. Desired changes shall be brought about only through legal and ethical procedures. Number 2, make decisions in terms of the educational welfare of children and seek to develop and maintain public schools that meet the individual needs of all children, regardless of their ability, race, creed, sex, or social standing. 3, confine his or her board action to policy making, planning, and appraisal, and help to frame policies and plans only after the board has consulted with those who will be affected by them. Number 4, carry out his or her responsibility not to administer the schools, but together with fellow board members, ensure they are well run. Number 5, recognize the authority rests with the Board of Education and make no personal promises nor take any private action that may compromise the board. Number 6, refuse to surrender his or her independent judgment to special interest or partisan political groups, or to use the schools for personal gain or for the gain of friends. Number 7, hold confidential all matters pertaining to the schools, which if disclosed would needlessly injure individuals or the schools. In all other matters, he or she will provide accurate information and in concert with fellow board members, interpret to the staff the aspirations of the community for its school. Number 8, vote to appoint the best qualified personnel available after consideration of the recommendation of the Chief Administrative Officer. Number 9, support and protect school personnel in proper performance of their duties. And number 10, refer all complaints to the Chief Administrative Officer and act on the complaints at public meetings only after failure of an administrative solution. These are the code of ethics for each school board member. If anyone has any questions about any one of the 10 provisions, please direct those questions to Mr. Parton at this point.
Okay. I need a motion to move items 1 and 2 under Board Secretary.
Dunn will make a motion to move board secretary and board business.
Thank you. Mr. Dunn? Second?
DeCarlo will second.
Thank you. Roll call, Mr. Mara?
DeCarlo,
Yes.
DePrima,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Ellis Foster,
Yes.
Lent,
Yes.
Reed,
Yes.
Singh,
Yes.
Solikowski,
Yes.
Callie.
Yes.
Resolutions 1 and 2 pass.
Okay, we'll move on to hearing of the residents on any school district issue. Anybody has anything they would like to say? Please come up to the podium. Okay. I'm going to close that portion. Okay, I'm just going to ask my fellow board members if there's anything that they would like to say before we adjourn.
Sure, absolutely. I always have things to say.
Okay.
First, I want to congratulate Jill Callie for being nominated president. I think that she will do a fantastic job, and I wish her all the luck moving forward this coming year. There's going to be a lot of trials and tribulations that this Board of Education is going to be dealing with, and hopefully we can work as a collective group to ensure that we preserve the programs that we have afforded our children in this district. It's not going to be an easy task this year, and I want to just put everyone on notice that this board's going to have a challenge, and we will work collectively and as a unit to find the best route possible, and I'm looking forward to this board becoming one to make sure that we preserve what's important to this town, and that's our schools. So with that said, again, congratulations, Madam President, Madam Vice President, welcome back, Ms. Kelly Ellis Foster, and to all my colleagues, we're going to have to work together to preserve what we have. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I just want to say congratulations. Congratulations to Kelly for being back up here on the board, and congratulations to Jill for being president, and Kelly for vice president. And I agree with Mr. Dunn. We all have a lot of work to do this year, and I'm looking forward to working together collaboratively with all of you. And I'd just like to wish everyone a Happy New Year.
Yeah, I just want to echo what Rich and Jill said. Congratulations, ladies. Jill, on your presidency, Kelly on your vice presidency, and welcome back.
So I do want to thank everybody. Again, echo everyone of the challenges we'll have this year, but I think this team will work together well. Thank you for those who, it's great to be back, and those I've worked with before, I'm glad to be back, and now a chance to work with Jill, and Lisa. It will be a challenging year, but I think if anybody can do it, this team can do it. So thank you, congratulations, Jill. Rich, thanks for your leadership this last year, and Happy New Year.
Anybody else? No, you don't need to. Okay.
Madam President, I would like to also welcome the newly elected members of the board back to the board, and congratulate you, Jill, and you, Kelly, for president and vice president. We're going to have a great year.
Anybody else?
Congratulations, Jill and Kelly, and Happy New Year. We know the challenges, and we have good administrators here, and we will support them as a team, and we work as a team, and I think we will have a great year. Thank you so much.
Anybody else? Okay. I just wanted to congratulate, again, I know I've said it before, but officially Rich, Sal, and Kelly for being elected again and re-elected. And to Kelly for Vice President. And I just want to thank my fellow board members for their confidence in me. And I will do everything I can to live up to that confidence. And I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Thank you. I need a motion to adjourn.
Excuse me, Ms. Kelly, each board member has a yellow acknowledgement in their file. Please sign that and return it to either me or Joanne before you leave. Thank you.
Now, a motion to adjourn? Anybody?
DeCaro, a motion?
Thank you. Second?
Riedel, second.
Okay. All in favor? Okay, meeting's adjourned.